Number 4, Wayne Morrow. The secret to happiness is staying married. The secret to happiness is staying married. Wayne Morrow.
It was over 80 years ago that my pappy right there sat me down and said, "Meathead, the secret to happiness is staying married." Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. My name is Dr. Love-A-Lot. And I have taken that one simple statement that my pappy told me, and I have become the world's most sought after marriage psychologist for the rich and famous. Because the one thing I know is the secret to happiness is staying married. Now today, I'm going to have 3 of my clients inducted into the Marriage Hall of Fame because they have recognized that the secret of happiness is staying married. The first inductee is Zsa Zsa Gabor. She was so into marriage that she married 9 times. And she would give some good advice to young women. I once heard her say she always focused on being a good housekeeper. Every time she'd leave a man, she'd keep the house. I see some of the ladies taking notes on that. After her 9th marriage, she came to my office and she said, Doc, I'm in number 9. She said, 1 more, and I'll get my CC. I said, you're a confident communicator? She said, no, Doc, I'm a certified crazy. And she was crazy about staying married because she understood the secret to happiness is staying married. Number 2 into this inductee Hall of Fame is Mr. Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. Now, Jerry Lee, he was married 7 times, and he was dedicated. He was so dedicated that his 3rd marriage was to his first cousin. Now, that's dedication. That's kind of like, as some of y'all know, it's kind of like being the Toastmaster, the Sergeant at Arms, the grammarian, the all counter, and the vote counter in the same night. It just shows dedication. And Jerry was dedicated because he understood the secret to happiness is staying married. Oh, Dr. Love-A-Lot loves participation. Now, the 3rd inductee was a close friend of mine, Mr. Kenny Rogers. Now, Kenny was married 5 times, and it wasn't always easy. You see, Kenny called me up one time. He said, Doc, I'm in a bind. I need help, Doc, I'm in a bind. I said, calm down, Kenny. You sound like a Toastmaster who just realized they have no speakers lined up for you. To my office. Well, when Kenny walked in my office, I said, great googly goo, why is your face so black and blue? He said, well, Doc, you remember that nonverbal communication talk you had with the missus and I? I said, yes, Kenny, I remember. He said, well, just the last evening, she came home a-yipping and a-yapping about everything that was happening under the sun. I swear, Doc, I think the right side of her brain was giving the left side of her brain table topics. I couldn't keep up, Doc, so I used the nonverbal No, you didn't, Kenny. Oh, yes, I did, Doc. Kenny, what did she do? Well, Doc, you'll be pleased to know that she must have been listening to that nonverbal communication too. Because all of a sudden, out of the blue, she replied back with the nonverbal frying pan right upside my head. I laid on that floor for what seemed like forever. And then all of a sudden, I heard a voice. Kenny, what did the voice say? Doc, the voice said, you got to know when to go. Know when to go. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. And I got up, Doc, and I ran all the way there. Kenny, you mean you ran all the way to the hospital? To the hospital? No, Doc. I ran straight to my lawyer and got a divorce. But don't worry, Doc. 3 days later, and I was remarried, because I know what you always say. The secret to happiness is staying married. Now, what you've seen here today is a glimpse of what it looks like for the secret of happiness. But what good is a what if you don't have a how-to? A simple how-to for each and every one of you is join Toastmasters. I know some of you right now are thinking, can Toastmasters help my wife and I stay together? And I will tell you the same thing I tell them. Absolutely not. But what Toastmasters will do, it'll help you on your evaluation skills. So you can evaluate that marriage and know when to get up out of there. Because remember, ladies, it's about being a good housekeeper. And Toastmasters will also help you with your communication skills. So you will have the confidence to go out there and talk to your next ex. Because remember, the secret to happiness is staying married. Mr. Contest.